Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we have a very special edition of Pick a Card. It is all about eclipse energy, and even if you are not seeing this around the eclipse and you're seeing it after, that is okay, because this energy is going to carry through until June of 2022. So the eclipse is actually on December 4th, 2021, but that energy is just going to keep going on through for the next at least 6 months here. So you can kind of see if one is already calling to you. And then, so I have a little bit of a different way for you to choose your piles. We have a necklace, a ring, and a bracelet. So if one of these is calling to you, then you'll know which pile to choose. You might be called to a couple of different piles. I always encourage that if you're being really torn between one pile or the other pile, just watch the one you feel the most called to first, and then you can kind of go to the other one if you don't feel like everything is lining up, because there might be a couple of different messages for you and you'll know what resonates, because tarot is not a one-way street. I can just interpret the cards, but I can't tell you absolutely everything. You need to interpret that yourself. So you will get a gut feeling about what is kind of calling to you and which thing you need to know. So we will find out what the eclipse energy has in store for you from 2021, December 4th with this eclipse, and rolling into June 2022 with this moon energy shifting a little bit. So please take a moment to meditate, see if one of these is calling to you. Again, 1, 2, and 3, and the timestamps will be below in the description box, so you can choose and then go to your reading. And if it does resonate with you, I would love to interact with you in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, and come back and see me for more. So thank you for all of the support so far, and I hope to see you very soon for your reading. Go ahead and click that timestamp below. Okay, group number 1. Let's find out what is in store for you with this eclipse energy. Okay, so right off the bat, Knave of Swords, so also known as the Page of Swords. You are going to have some sort of curiosity or criticism. So maybe something that you are not entirely sure about, but you are kind of working on in the back of your mind, or you're curious about. There's something you're questioning. Let's see what else. The Two of Wands. Okay, so this is really going to be exploring your options or kind of looking toward the future. So I wonder if there's something that you're a little bit curious about and you haven't explored it as an option, but I think in the next 6 months you are going to be kind of looking at your options more than you have recently. Just kind of seeing what's out there. And then the Knight of Coins. So I almost wonder if this has to do with your job, or at least kind of what makes you money. This could talk a lot about finances or securing commitments or stability. So I'm wondering if maybe you've been kind of looking at other job options than what you currently have, or you might be looking at moving to like a different part of the company. And I think this is a really good time. Like, this is an excellent message to kind of go ahead and explore those options, and I think it could be a really good thing for you. I think that maybe you haven't been super sure if it's something that you've needed to be looking at or if it would be a good change, but I think this is just telling you that it would be wonderful to kind of change it up a little bit. I'm gonna get a couple of oracle cards to see if we can get some clarity for this quick read. Okay, so solar calm. So this could actually be very interesting because we've got kind of some rising energy here. And so I think this could be like moving from place to place, or just kind of going up the chain. So kind of seeing what else is out there and exploring your options, because the entire solar system is your oyster. Okay, so transits, and we've got 5-5 up there in case that means anything to you, or you happen to be seeing 5-5 a lot. Transits is like you are moving to a new stage, and your climate might be changing. So again, that makes perfect sense with what we have been seeing. And let's go ahead and I'm going to grab a little life path, soul's journey card as well, just to see if there is any advice or anything that you should really be focusing on with this eclipse energy. Okay, the death card flew right out there. It actually feels like there's one attached to it too. These are kind of sticky. Okay, death and denial. I definitely think the death card was what you needed, but the denial card was just kind of stuck in it. And this card isn't always meant to be scary. It's just that there's an ending and a beginning to something else. So again, makes quite a lot of sense with that you are transiting, maybe exploring your options. And I definitely am getting a feeling this has to do something with work. So don't be afraid to kind of change it up. And what I'm getting is I don't feel like everyone has to kind of know about this at first. I think this can be something that you're kind of working on the side, and then people can kind of know about it once you've done some different work on it. So okay, our last card is the success card. So what I'm seeing is this is going to be successful. Feel free to move forward, and you might feel like there's something that you're leaving behind. That's okay. You've taken everything that you've needed from it, and it is time to move forward. So group number 1, I hope that kind of helps give some clarity to you. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments, like, subscribe, and I will see you back for another reading very soon. Hope this eclipse brings great energy to you, and I will see you soon. Bye. Okay, group number 2, if you chose this ring and the second pile of cards, let's see what is in store for you for this eclipse and the energy coming after it. All right, we've got the Star. Wow, okay, so this really goes to show that there is something that you are going to be really shining and showing your skills in. And I think you may not have always been able to let your light shine, and you've kind of been hiding this away for a little bit, but it's really going to come to the surface, and things are going to be changing a little bit. People are going to be seeing all of your wonderful accomplishments. Oh, okay, Justice. So we've got the Balance here, and I think your life maybe has been feeling a little bit rocky lately, but it's all going to come into a balance. And I also wonder if maybe there have been some people that have not recognized the great things that you have been doing, and have kind of maybe even been taking credit for some of the things that you've been doing, but really you are the ones making everything happen behind the scenes. So justice is going to be served. That'll be quite interesting to see what arena that is in. And the Magician. Okay, so you have 3 major cards. So this is going to be a big life shift. So you have got the spark, you've got the magic, and you are going to be able to kind of do whatever you choose. Like whatever path feels good to you with this new shift, you are going to be successful in. So this is an amazing trio to get right here. And this is just going to show that really good things are about to happen in your life. And I kind of want to know what arena that's in, whether that's love, whether that's work, whether you've got some new ideas, or just in general. And I'm going to see if we can get another card to kind of tell us what arena this is in and where to expect this great success. Let's see. Okay, so we had 2 fall out at the same time. We have the Queen of Coins and the Ten of Cups. So I almost wonder if this has to kind of do with love and money. And I think maybe those are some areas that you have been really trying to work on and haven't really gotten as far as you'd like. So I think you're going to be abundant in love and money, and really having any of these things that you are looking for. So let's get a couple of oracle cards just to get some more details. It looks like you are going to be having some great eclipse energy coming at you. Group number 2. I am floored at that set. That is just something that I think anyone might love to pull and see in their future. Oh, okay, we have Ascendant or Entrance. So this is kind of new. This is kind of good because you're like entering into a new stage of your life. So I think that's very fitting. Let's see if we can get one more. Okay, so we got Hearth and Vesta. So this is really interesting because I think that you are kind of going to be feeling comfortable for once in a very long time. Again, I think you've kind of been on this journey and you're actually going to be able to feel comfortable, feel like you're at home and that you've built something that you can really be proud of and that you're on a good path. So I think this just reminds me of home and just feeling really warm and happy and comfortable, which is a great thing to be feeling in December anyway, around the holidays. So again, I think this eclipse energy is bringing some really good things in for you, group number 2. And let's get some Soul's Journey cards as well while we're at it. Ooh, okay. Surrender. I can release my need to control. So maybe you felt like you need to be in control of absolutely everything because people have been kind of trying to like run your life. So you felt like you need to be even more in control, if that makes sense. But I think now just knowing you're on this path, justice will be served. Your efforts are going to be seen and you're really going to be able to create whatever you want in love and money. So just surrendering and kind of being able to not feel like you have to just create absolutely every reality and like have your fingers on everything, just knowing that all is going to be well. I love that this one also has I put the cups near the ring. I didn't do that on purpose, but wondering if you are really going to have some success in love with this eclipse energy carrying into 2022 as well. Okay, I literally cannot make this up. This just came out. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in things. This could be relationships, and I think it is. I think you're going to be growing in romantic relationships with someone that you're already in a relationship with, or you're going to be meeting someone, and it's going to be a really special December. So overall, I think it's fitting that you picked the ring, and I just wanted to put this all together right here. Because I think this one kind of has to do with like more work over here. This is like your home is like the balance. And then we've got kind of love going on right here in this top right corner. So just group number 2, I am so glad things are looking so good for you in December with this eclipse energy. And just know that if you don't see this right away, that's okay. It might take until June to get to you, but all of this is on its way. So just surrender and know that you are going to be in balance and you are going to be getting all these good things. So thank you so much for letting me do this reading. If it resonated with you, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and come back and see me for another reading very soon. Bye. All right, group number 3. Let's see what is coming for you with this eclipse energy and carrying into 2022. All right, the 10 of Wands. You are about to be given a lot of responsibility, and you might have some big ideas that are really complex that you're working on. And I think that this might almost feel like a burden to you, but I think that it's really a good thing coming in. And it's going to change quite quickly. So that's going to be interesting to see what that responsibility is. See if we can get some more clarity. Okay, so this might be something that it's like a path that you have to walk alone. I'm almost wondering if it's like an idea that you are the sole creator or entrepreneur that is trying to bring something to life, and you kind of feel like this is your journey to walk. Like you've considered whether you might want partners in this, or you're just going to have to reflect in order to be able to get through this amount of responsibility that is kind of inspiring you or being given to you at this time. And sometimes people think that the Hermit is a little bit scary because it's hard to walk alone, but you can see that the Hermit has the light to guide him, and he's just kind of going through this space that needs to be just gone through in solitude right now. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. So this just kind of shows that the wheel has been spun, fate is before you, and this might feel like it's a big responsibility that you're not sure you can handle by yourself, but it's just the chips are going to fall as they may, and everything is already set in motion. So if you are feeling like, I don't know that I want to do this, like things have already been set in motion, they're going to happen, and you're going to be going on this path. So don't worry. The universe has got your back. And even if you're walking it alone and it feels scary, don't worry. And I was just going to pull 3, but always with pile number 3, an extra card came out. And we've got the 10 of coins. So this is interesting because this is kind of showing me like financial security or stability. And I think this kind of goes along the path. Like this is going to be very difficult, and it's going to be something that you kind of feel like you're a little bit alone in, but it is going to lead to great financial security by June. So even if you're feeling a little stretched for money right now, or work isn't where you want it to be, or this idea isn't where you want it to be, just know that in the next 6 months or so, a lot of things are going to change, and you just kind of have to stay steady, stay the path, let it guide you, and the right things are going to happen. So let's get a couple of oracle cards for you. We got heal. So this one's interesting because I'm wondering if perhaps, I don't know why I'm getting the sense that like you're an entrepreneur, you have this idea for something that's just like a little bit out of the box that involves like a different path. And I think maybe that's healing for you, that you actually get to walk this path that you want to walk, that you want to be on, even if it's hard, because you just don't want to deal with other people like a terrible boss, or just other people kind of telling you what to do. Okay, so what's interesting is the eclipse is in Sagittarius, and this card says expand. So you're really working on expanding something right now. And again, I think that it's this idea that maybe you once thought was like never possible, or not just not going to happen for you, but it is happening, and you're on that path. You are going to be expanding your life. I'm going to get a couple of Soul's Journey cards for you as well, to see if it has any insight. Okay, this one is very interesting. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. I almost wonder if you kind of regret this path that you kind of went on. Like maybe something happened kind of suddenly where you quit your job, or you weren't really sure if this path was right for you. And I'm getting either that you regret doing that because now you feel like you have a lot of responsibility on your shoulders and you're not sure you can handle it, or you regret not doing this sooner. I think maybe it's both, honestly, but just know that regret isn't going to get you anywhere, and you're on the path that you need to be on now, and that's all you need to know. Patience. So this really goes with the Wheel of Fortune, that everything happens in divine order. So I get this is probably not going to feel comfortable for you right away. This is something that you are going to have to be going through for the next few months here, at least into June. I think it's going to start to feel comfortable by June, and this is even going to be keeping on even after June, because I think like the wheel has been set in motion, and you're just gonna have to have a little bit of patience. It's not going to happen overnight, but again, chips are going to fall and you are going to grow. So you are expanding. Again, we've got 2 expanding cards here, and this is an expansion card as well as this one. So you're expanding. This might feel uncomfortable because this is a new path for you. This is not something that you have done in the past, and so you're going to forge this new path for yourself. You're going to learn, you're going to expand, and I think just like looking to others for help when you need it, asking for help, and just knowing that you are growing. So it's not going to be perfect right away. The first iteration of whatever you make, I think, is not going to be like what you stick with. I think you're going to try a few things and see what sticks and see what works. And overall, I think this is a really, really exciting reading for you because you're having so much expansion and energy change. So just know that you are going to be okay, and have that patience, because you'll start to see it with this eclipse energy. And then in the next 6 months, it's going to be a lot of work for you, but it is going to pay off. So group number 3, thank you so much. And since yours is going to be longer, feel free to take a screenshot or a photo so you can kind of be thinking of this into June of 2022 and seeing where you're at that point. And I can't wait to see what happens and where you grow with this, where you grow and where you go. Thank you for letting me do your reading, and I hope to see you back soon. If it resonated with you, let me know in the comments, like, subscribe, and I'll see you back soon. Bye.